All right. Good evening, everybody. And how are we all doing? It is now time for me to take on the... If you attach a surge projectile to a launch object, it will explode on contact with an enemy. Okay. Whether I use that or not is another matter, but thanks, game, for a potentially useful hint, I suppose. So yeah, it is now time for me to tackle the second DLC of Control, called The Foundation, which requires me to go and speak to the board in the hotline chamber. So to do that, I'm going to have to go to my office.
Any luck finding the armory?
None. Looks like it got shifted. We have rangers checking each sector.
So I will do that now. I finished off the first DLC yesterday, which as it turns out was pretty much just a teaser for Alan Wake 2. Here's my office. Now I'll have to speak to the hotline. Well, it seems like they're very keen to talk to me.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Oh, right, that's why, because Darling contacted us. Director, situation crisis, uh-oh in Foundation. We demand your attention / Moxie. Oldest house is in danger. We opened the door / tree in maintenance. Hurry, post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
The janitor is involved once again. It would seem. So it sounds like this is affecting the actual well, I guess, as obvious in the title, the foundation of the oldest house is in trouble. Because... well, they didn't actually say what was the problem, they just said there was a problem that needed to be dealt with rather quickly.
Director Phaeton did a fine job handling this, especially considering how new she is.
I suppose, but the hiss are still all over the bureau. When is she gonna get them out?
I'm sure she's working on it. It wouldn't kill you to admit she's doing a good job.
Especially when she's standing right behind you.
You gotta be methodical. Clean out every...
Of course. Alright, so... oh. We're gonna go to the restricted area, do we? Ah, yeah, to the vacation spot, of course. Yeah, I've seen that tip before, game. Movement is critical to avoid damage in combat.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Guess I need not wonder what this door might have been when we came down here a few days ago. I guess this is it. Wonder where I'll end up. In a tree, perhaps? Oh.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
Ooh. Oh, God. An entire area called Foundation. Fair enough. Which is the only thing for me to do at this point. Well, nice to see that the Foundation sector still runs on power. Research Site Gamma.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Ah, cool, an actual cave. Oh my. Oh, looks like the person set motion sensitive lights still work at least. That's always something. Hey, calm down. Hey, Pineapple. Are you, doing... Yeah, you do that preemptively?
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Now, I was gonna say, surely not similar to the sands of this projector, right? Surely not. This is something else entirely. Hey, how's your day been? We've just started the DLC. We had to go to the Foundation in the restricted area of maintenance, where Artie had his vacation, press against a tree, and now we're here in the Foundation sector to solve a problem that, well, threatens the oldest house itself, apparently. Although I'm not actually quite sure what it is called.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
So, Ash. And a reference to a previous director and... I wonder if this has anything to do with that thing that was mentioned in the previous DLC of something called the Ash Law. Something to do with the laws of para-utilitarian type stuff like this. I wonder. They did mention... well, I have no idea what the ash wall was. And I do wonder. It looks like the crystals have blocked off that passageway that way. So we'll have to go around. Cold. Yeah, that's winter. That's winter for you. I'd imagine... Well... I'd like to think you're probably a bit more used to the cold up in Finland, right? To some extent, since you get actual...
Foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How is she on the hotline? Unless... she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
So that's where she ended up.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
But I'm guessing that they found a way to find this place. Okay, so this is about Marshall as well. I mean, she had disappeared, apparently. Said she had disappeared. I guess this is where she's been going. A director-only foundation of the oldest house. Okay. This is where all is founded from.
This found their way down here too, huh?
Yeah, they did. Good thing I checked the ceiling. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting hit by a storm here. Can't get high enough to levitate. Up there. Oddly enough. Maybe something will be... Maybe... I'm not going to risk it. My levitation has limits. The hiss don't have limits, but I do. But yeah, we're meant to be getting hit by some cold this evening as part of a storm. But I think in the part of the country I live in, look, are we going to miss out a decent chunk of the storm's snowy and icy impact. But it's still going to get colder tomorrow, which is a... well, Which is Friday tomorrow. Well, we know the drill by this point, don't we? Hey, Depot. This is my control point. Get your own. Whoa, wait a minute. There's another rank of mod? To 6. Kill his snipers in the Foundation while levitating. Okay. Dang. A 6th level of modification. Guess that's what this DLC adds. More. An additional level of power. Great. Oh, the crystal's not letting me have that box. Guess I need to figure out some stuff about the Foundation first. Hope your stream goes better. Just had 60+% frame drops for the last 10 minutes. Ooh. Some hefty frame drops there, Depop. Hope your day's gone okay, other than that. Dr. Theodore Ash, that's who we were listening to. On Art and Time. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, but I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these? Or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present, and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? Sounds like you've had a busy day, Depot. Sorry, I thought I had charged out again. Are they throwing hammers at me? Pickaxes. I thought they were hammers. Hiss sharpened. Hiss sharpened agents display the power utility ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the Hiss Sharpen's ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhabiting the witness's sense of sight. If we do accept that the Hiss Sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique supernatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. So it makes them more like aggressive pursuers, these ones. But at least they can't kill me in 2 hits. Right? With the hammers. Unless I'm gonna get a notification that's like, that's a lot of damage. At some point. 8 minus 8. Well. I don't think I'm allowed to complain about temperature in my country after seeing that. Relocation order. Tom, you've missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is that going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird wonders with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out, and somehow convinced Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and shift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing that shit in.
Those structures. Is that the astral plane? How is that possible? This is worse than I thought. I need to figure out what's going on.
I do kind of like the fact she only mentioned that when I looked up. Which I only just did. It's a nice touch that I didn't do it earlier or something, so I wouldn't get the context. It's like as soon as you looked up and saw the weird thing in the sky, it's like, yeah, now we comment on it. So it sounds like this is the place that was the beginning of the Bureau before they found the Foundation, the Eldest House building. Beware of dangerous toxic geezers. Right. A new environmental hazard to deal with. Yay. Okay. So perhaps we're going to get to learn in this DLC how the Oldest House came into existence, maybe. Okay, a similar thing where it's way too high up for me to actually get to in a moment. So I didn't cut down as here because I usually wear sounds, but I need to get up -8, and sounds were not an option. Fair enough. Actually, is there any point in me even using my pistol at this stage? I do start to wonder if I should just drop the pistol altogether and just stick on, like, Surge, Shadow and Pierce, and just leave it at these two weapons for the rest of the game, for at least for the time being. Foundation actor, Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau number shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in rappelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. From Marcus. I'm guessing that's going to be... yeah. Kind of... yeah, I might as well just use this for my middle range combat and Pierce for like long range. At least to some extent.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Oh, okay. Cave bleed. So that's what's happening. And now this tedious type of fight again. Gotta wait for him to dislodge his thing. He throws a couple of things at me. And we wait again. Or maybe I don't, because I can pierce his shield with second thoughts. Yeah. Ammo cost per shot. Oh, nice. I think that's actually it. Oh wait, I already have one of those. So never mind me. Melee hits. Source gain from melee hits. That's different, I guess. Astral copy. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential power utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Oh, so that's what the guy was targeting. He was targeting a copy. So it's like a... but they're not exactly friendly to us either. So there's like a three-way thing going on here, it seems. There's myself, there's the astral copies, and there's the... Oh, I can't get up there, it's too high. I think. That's where I just came in from, so he's being this way. Yeah, that's way too high for me to reach right now.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Yeah, but you'd have had to have carried her over all this stuff, and I don't think Emily can fly. Not unless you give her a jetpack or something.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Yeah, I don't think she's... wants to acknowledge us. Right now.
Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Oh, it's called the nail. Oh, I'm very close to getting the upgrade of the mods, though. With these shifted fragments, so that's something. So... okay. That's the last one.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
You found a double-powered shotgun, Director.
It's been...
Talking about how apparently the direct... well... In any event, I can upgrade the mods now. Which will allow me to actually create tier 6 ones. If I wanted to do that. You know what? Screw it. Oh my goodness. Health recovery per pickup, 73%. Oh my god, that's a really good one. Damn. Straight away, an immediate upgrade. Fucking hell. That's like 2 tiers above, 41 to 73%. That's crazy. Good. Yeah, say goodbye to that. I'd say. It looks like we'll be replacing these tier 4 ones enough as well. Melee damage. Not ruling out the possibilities, but again, it does feel like I'm just keeping the RPs and not probably going to use many of them. I don't think I'll need that one, though. Seems a bit... Weapon reload and shield ability kills, okay. Might keep that for now, but damn, that's pretty good. If I could get one for energy recovery and health, that'll be... To be honest with you, I do start to wonder if I could drop the health out and just put something else in, but I can't really think of what else I would stick in, so... Better have more health and less. Just for everything that I suppose isn't immediate explosive related death. On ley lines and their energies. For all my research into the oldest house ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them? Polar north? Or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout, nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. And this must be the person they refer to as the ex-Nazi. Perhaps the director position is implied as being sort of constructed for the benefit of something here. Maybe. I mean, this is definitely intriguing. On the nature of the pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either at the very heart of the oldest house, or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of the place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a dynamic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Oh wow, I can see steel beams out there for ages. I'm guessing this is perhaps the oldest house material now, and this is like... Yeah, this must be pillars of the oldest house. It's... Nail, door, monolith is hurt. Touch, revere it to enter. It's hurt. Right here, oh, well, just 1 second. The board. I'll be there in a minute. I'm just looking around the area a little bit more first. See if there's anything else here. I'm guessing we probably have to go and heal it. Let's see what this does. I'm touching the nail. Repair the nail link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty/plot. Authorized for a new single tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation/us/the Bureau. Oh Left self or right weapon. Only one is permitted. Which will you choose / become?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Okay. I can either choose something to buff myself or to buff my weapon. Choose the challenge. Left self will grant shape / manipulate. Right weapon will grant fracture / undo. Okay. I see. So one will allow me to spam crystal platforms or adjust things. The other one will allow me to destroy walls, I guess. I choose this one. We are tweaking, cultivating the ability / you. Minerals, roots, barnacles grow across the foundation. Use the new upgrade self to shape inflate. First director to receive / earn this. You should feel honored / handled. But isn't that what Marshall was perhaps implied to be? Oh, it's not permanent. Right. Certain crystal formations crumble after being shaped. So it's timed, in other words. Okay. Well, at least it gives a warning, so that is definitely appreciated, yeah. I see. Fair enough. Dismantle, loosen the 4 locks / keys must MacGuffins located in the fringe nowhere of the astral plane. Astral bleeding collision has spread / lost them. Do this and the nail will be repaired, glued, crisis averted. PS bonus round. Hiss are present in Foundation. Trespassing / snooping is forbidden. Yeah, I already knew the hiss were here. Thanks anyway. Some crystals can be shaped into dangerously sharp points. Nice. So I can set up traps with this. Yeah, I think this one might be... Well, you know what, I'm actually not sure. But it's interesting that you only get to choose one option. I guess that means then that there might be some replay value in that if you choose some areas are going to be locked off because of it. Because you can only choose one option or whatever. I would guess. Oh yeah, give me more shifting for... Still an interesting mechanic to add, even if it's just for this area. I can now... Crystals can be shaped while levitating to create platforms. Yeah, I mean... probably need to do that while I'm levitating, or else I won't have the time to. Fair enough. All I can say is I'm very glad that I've upgraded levitation to max duration at this point. We're back.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
Yes, it should be simple-ish. Energy gained from taking melee damage. Absolutely no. Rituals. Yeah, dead simple-ish. Locks, keys, keep socket us here. Trapped, hooked, forbidden, fed. They are old, young, extra life. With the director's help, situations as information is subject to change. So perhaps we're trying to. That's implying that we're freeing whatever the board is at this point. So now we have to find the 4 keys to unlock this, and thus. Okay. Intriguing. And now I can manipulate crystals to make platforms and impale other things, I guess. All right. So that means an exploration of part of this area might not be possible because I chose the other options. In theory. But I guess it does explain how I'm getting across these areas. By playing around with the crystals. I had a feeling just because of that we'd get some kind of ability in this place just to allow it. And I'm... Then how do you... Unless they have entirely different objectives as well. I was going to say, how would you get up that if you chose the other option? I'm guessing those you can destroy with the other power. But we don't have that, so tough shit. I just felt manipulating the area with the personal mod was better than shooting it, in my opinion. I'm exploring carefully because I'm half expecting an ambush to show up any moment. In case you've... Alright, as... I'll be fair. it seems a bit weird that you are being taught how to use melee. But considering I barely used it in most of the game, I don't mind the fact they put it here in case you forgot the melee option. Yes. For now. But yeah, you're correct. We haven't had any... Well, we've only just gotten going, so give it time. But we do seem to have a completely different area. Some backstory into the actual game that they... The game world that they made. I mean, let's be blunt. The first DLC for this game was basically a glorified Alan Wake 2 trailer, wasn't it? Its entire purpose was to get people excited for that game. Nothing more than that. And although, obviously, it's their property, so, you know, it's not like it's a shitty token cameo or anything. It's their game. They can do what they want. If they want to add it in as part of what they call the Remedy universe. It was basically just that. And unfortunately, because I have played Alan Wake years ago and forgot most of it, a lot of that was probably lost on me a bit. But this is original stuff. I already find this a bit more intriguing, to be honest, so far. Well, I'm just trying to think back to when I played Alan Wake, but I do seem to recall I had a very similar complaint of that game to this one. The combat in Alan Wake is also pretty decent, but I definitely do seem to recall that there was some level of lack of restraint / intensity over a period of time. Something along those lines, anyway. I definitely remember being frustrated with the combat of that game later on in it. As the basic gist... As the sort of basic gist of Alan Wake's, I'm gonna save it for multi-launch, is that a lot of enemies you have to oh, this is the final upgrade. Ooh, do I start just I'm starting to think maybe we just do it because fuck it, we might as well. Obscured personal mod infinite. I might as well just create these and see what we get. Okay, that's not one I want, but yeah, whatever. I might as well start spending some points on these things because, sure. That's actually pretty good, I think. Yeah, if I want to focus on my shield strength anyway, if I decide to do that, that does give me the best ammo evade fund use. Ammo recovery on evade use. Oh, I misread that. Shield strength is... Well, it's way higher than that, so that can go bye-bye. Something to consider, maybe. If I'm struggling with the combat and I want to start actually consider taking my health off, that might be one I could go for. Maybe. But yeah, the basic idea of the combat in... Sorry, what to do. In Alan Wake is that a lot of the enemies... You have to first get the darkness off them, like a shield of darkness, and then you can kill them with normal weapons. So you have this dark light system that plays throughout the whole game, and there are some interesting fights and ideas with it. It's very much an action-packed game. And all the sci-fi stuff is pretty cool in it. I would say if you liked this game and its combat, to give Alan Wake 1 a try. The sci-fi elements is pretty good. on the history of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believe some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax Imex Che. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? Probably not. Oh, that's cool, except for the fact I just got the better version of it, so boink. I finally have the best tier of mods to spend my points on this stage. Emergency eye wash. Okay. Could that... Is that implying the existence of another mechanic being added shortly, or just something else? I don't know. Pyramidic geometry. I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In Estrotrezorism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational/divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal/human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now and we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were? The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. Launch ammo. Ammo recovery after taking launch damage. Okay. After taking launch damage. I'd rather not be taking damage deliberately just to slightly improve my ammo recovery, though, to be honest.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Remind me to go and visit Pope before I end this DLC at some point, if that's what you just said there. Can't get in there just yet, it would seem. I'm guessing these are the walls I could shatter with the other weapon, right? Yeah, these will be the walls I could shatter, but I can't get to them because I chose the other one. So, I'll just... Jesus freaking Christ. Where the hell did you come from? Oh God, the fucking one of them somewhere. And there's 3 of them. No, nay, 4 of them. The absolute worst enemy. Okay. That was a really great cheap ambush. I'm not even surprised anymore. 4 the absolute worst type of enemy to fight all at once. Hey Turok. Let me guess. In this DLC, we finally figured out what the most annoying enemy combinations are. We're now going to use them. 4 enemies that can do 75% of your health in damage attacks. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to use 4 times. That's pretty much, well, it's DLC, make everything harder, so just imagine the worst possible combination. Wait a minute. Please tell me that they stay dead. Please. Wait, please tell me that meant the one stayed dead there? I think it did. Have to wait so very... Oh, no! The other one's still there. Oh my god, please get fucking... Right, you have the ability to do 90% of my damage. Please do that to the other 2 guys. That would be great. What is my freaking counterplate to that? Dodging a bunch? Oh, goody. Yay! I love this fight. Well, let's just have 4 enemies at the same time that can absolutely kill you in 2 shots. Well, I guess there's the catch, Depop. The catch to the lack of hiss is that the fights with him are now much lamer encounters. I sure love fighting an enemy that can kill me in 3 shots and has no other counterplay other than using the one weapon because they dodge everything else. The only counterplay is to bring them into an area where they can't use their dash kick. So in other words, take them out the open area and fight them in here where I could see them. And let me guess, the entire DLC will be just more of this. We're going to have less enemies, but we are going to make them the worst combinations possible at this point. If that is the case, I think this is one DLC I'll just pass. I'm done. I am done having to play this combat, where it's just I mean, I could move around all I want, but the bottom line is they could float in the air forever. I cannot. They can do dash kicks that can kill me in 2 hits. I cannot do that to them. My only counterplay is to snipe them to death, which is boring. It's not like I could do something interesting, like try to fucking... I mean, please tell me if I am missing something here, but this is all I could do on them. There does not seem to be anything else I can really do to really... Yeah. Can you please do 75% damage? That is what I want you to do. You should be doing 75% damage to their health and eliminating them out of the game entirely. That is literally what you need to be doing. That's what you do to me. So fuck it. 75% of their health in 1 attack, please. I can't... Oh my god, he actually got close! Well, I guess you fight cheese with cheese. Yeah, you didn't walk off the area, so oopsie. I guess you don't get to come in here for whatever reason. That's how we fight the bullshit with more bullshit. Oh yeah. Anyway, how are you two? Look. We done? I think we're done. Awesome. Well, I guess I should be extremely grateful I was able to just go back into the cave and take away their massive advantage. I guess that's how we play in this DLC. Find the cheesiest combat option and do it over and over. Because... yeah, I guess they just can't think of anything else. I guess it's like, fuck it, we gotta make the game harder.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Oh good, yeah. Well, at least this is like the first fight I've had for a little while. Maybe there could be some benefit if the fights are just gonna be a lot less, but like more intense, maybe. It might be a semi-worthwhile trade-off, even if it is just meaning that I have to play in a really boring manner or whatever. But
Another ID card for a cartographer.
Well. Oh no, it's still locked off for me, I guess. What's next after control? You know what, Tura? I don't actually know. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do next. I've...
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Her orders. Me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm not actually sure. I have contacted Obsidian to ask how the progress of the Doomworld Maximum Project 2025 is coming along. That's something I'd like to play quite soon once it releases. Other than that, it depends whether or not I want to play Quake Brutalist Jam straight after this or not. Sorry, but I already have a better version of that at hand.
Working. It won't go any higher. I wonder if I can charge it up somehow.
Wow, tricky puzzle. In terms of the next other game I play, Turok, I don't know what I'll do. Oh. They're all not powered up, but there's many of them. I mean, after this is, ooh, there's one here too. Should maybe take that on the elevator with me in case I need it for another floor or something. After this is finished, I will update my list and re-engage the channel point incentive. So it will depend. But at this moment in time, Chuck, I'm not actually sure what I want to do.
Entry day plus 51.
Oh, I've missed a log somewhere.
Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon.
Oh well.
He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection. I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above, another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
I guess with the massive backlogs people have these days, it could be anything.
And
Well, I do have a lot of gifted games to get through. Although that list is now finite at least. But I still have a lot to go through. All I know is that in the sort of immediate, in the short-term future, the two things I do want to play are the Quake Brutalist jams in order, oblique with something in between each one to break them up a bit, and the upcoming Doomworld Maximum Project 2025 whenever that releases. Beyond that, I don't really have any kind of plan for stuff that I want to do. You know, I mean, in October, I'm going to lean towards playing, like, spooky games and shit. But really, I mean, I could go down any rabbit hole of my choosing any time. The only thing that would change my thoughts on that would either be a really significant release, like a Bat-the-Sound X Episode 3 or similar, or someone redeeming the channel point redemption and forcing me to play a gifted game very soon. So I have a wide amount of choice to work and not really a lot of plans other than play the Brutalist jams as soon as possible and play the Maximum Project of last year, of 2025, when it comes out. And that's it. Wow, yeah, not a lot of spawned so far. If this continues, I might not even mind if the few fights are a bit more questionable. Yeah, never mind. The main thing now is how many times can I... Oh, I don't want level 5s. Ew. Yeah, I want, like, actual... like, the best ever at this point. There we go. Yeah, give me more of that. Launch health recovery. Health recovery on launch hits. Now that could be useful considering that seems to be the main source of on-launch hits. 20%. Oh my god, is this like the idea of reducing the pain you take from taking half your health on a damage from the most strongest enemies? Shield energy cost. Not really bothered about that. That could be useful. I really am wondering if this health power-up is just pointless to some degree. If I ever find out that basically health is scaled to some degree depending on how much you have as a max, then I might drop health and put something that gives me some... Oh, I don't know. I don't feel like changing it at the moment now. Okay, so... no point having the shotgun now. There's only one weapon that's used against most things here. And it's going to be the... oh, I can turn that into a crystal spike. Oh, that's the thing, is it? There you go. Go do... sake. I didn't even realize it was there. Oh, the explosive tried to do its insta damage there, but was not successful. Okay, wasn't too bad. Evade energy gust. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's nothing what I want right now. I guess they wanted to encourage me to use the crystal thing, but on this particular occasion it just wasn't. Again, I have better than that right now. I can create some better out of thin air. Why do I have a feeling that I'm going to be given this system and I'm barely going to use it? Whatever.
That damn gun. Fatal. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
What are you doubting me for?
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. And he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
Can't wait to fight you as the final boss of the DLC, Marshall. I'm just guessing on that, by the way. I don't actually know. If that is the case, I'm just taking a guess. Meteor Hill, or 3. Note, per Archival Mandates 8A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. The retrieved material was subject to Fellstrom's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately, deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations, confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Redacted to receive help away from society. that's a shortcut with down if I want it. Energy recovery on taking explosive damage. Now we're getting somewhere. Maybe. Maybe a little bit, anyway. Alright. Alright. We gotta go up there now. Can't go there just yet. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't. As much as I'd like to have done so, I get the feeling I'm not beating this in one stream. It's not the one I want. Ooh, we could get some weapon mods though. Well, there's so many more of those. That's the problem. There's so many more weapon mods for weapons I probably don't even use. Okay, health recovery on melee hits. Yeah, I'll keep tinkering around, see what I can get, I suppose. Maybe I'll get something that's decent. Or whatnot. I just realized that with my Discord running, I wanted to talk about something on my Discord. But I'll do that after if I... Oh, yeah. Wait forever for recharge. You know, I'd rather you just be dead, to be honest. Hey, what's going on with this? Jesus fucking hell. What the hell is causing me weird damage there? Thanks. I don't want it else. Kind of would like to get that health, to be honest. Really like to get some health. There we go. Where'd you go? Where did the dude go to? Oh, he's there. Okay. Actually didn't get killed in 3 shots for once. And I actually did get to use the crystal spikes for something. Energy gained from taking shield damage. Yeah, not really cutting it for me. Energy gained from headshots. Alright, I can only have so many at once though, to be fair, so... How much higher does this warehouse go up? Then yeah, but I don't regret coming across this bit. No, guess not. Again, I already have that one. On the 4 etchings. My explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring, but who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness, to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event? Or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. I've still got that thing on there. I need it. Nice. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. Don't have a good feeling about this area. Destroying all the hiss nodes will lower the hiss barriers. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is hidden. Well, I'm so glad I gained that, considering I just lost nearly all my health to an explosion. Come on, give me something I need. No, I don't want that one. I want one that... Yeah, I want one that gives me... God damn, you're so determined to... Have to give me some... I already have a copy of that. Energy gained from taking shield damage. Okay, so... Cool, I have the best tier of that. I guess putting that power cell on top of the lift saved me a bit of time in having to go back and get another one. I wasn't actually thinking that far ahead, but...
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Yeah. Like the one you used to get in here. Complete the ritual, Jesse. Oh, goody. Not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. Go a little closer. Oh my god, you're gonna fucking not do that. Oh, I really like the fact that the thing is like finicky. Wait, yeah, thanks. I wanted to use it more immediately. But I kept doing anything except that. That was really awkward. I'm not going to lie. A recoil. Goodbye to that. Anyway, let's try again. Maybe I can actually complete the ritual now.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Oh no, the former's involved. Make/unmake. Whee! Okay. Well done, /seasoned. Only 3 keys/tethers remain. Our nail is for building/loosening.
Just doing my job.
Well then, why is the former there?
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
But I don't have a good feeling about that former being mentioned. Not one bit. The former being involved there gives me heavy cause for concern, honestly. I can't actually tell if that's a death pit or not. I don't feel inclined to try. I'm just gonna go back the way I came and... Well, in any event, I'm kind of done here. I need to go on to the next area and do other things, so... I mean, I'm guessing that probably just drops you back down somewhere else, but... I'm gonna take a different option. Now I can multi-launch. Mainly, I can actually recover while holding objects, in case that's useful for anything ever. And I guess the only other thing left to do is, well, maybe launch more things. I have nothing else to upgrade at this point, so I might as well just go all in on the launch upgrade. Come on, give me something I need. Health recovery on launch hits. On launch? Okay, a form of... Hang on. Is this maybe I can get some health back? That could actually, while using launch, press right click to carry visual objects. That does give me something to think about, though. Health recovery upon hitting things with launch. That could be a way to get my health back. Perhaps. Yeah, at this point I think I'm just going to get rid of anything that's tier 4 because I'm dealing in 5 and 6 at this point. Or 6 ideally. But what can I replace with it? My flat health bonus? Energy recovery? That's goddamn vital for sustaining in ring of battles. The energy recovery speed use would be... The only thing I could think to swap out would be health itself and sacrifice having a bigger health pool for a chance to regain it with launches, but honestly I don't feel like taking that at the moment. I'd have to give up something to use it. Alright. Well, I guess we'll head back to the crossroads. And go take the next... I'm not bothered about it anymore. So yeah, there was something on my Discord I wanted to sort of talk about for a moment. Need to head this way now, or this way. Oh, hang on. Can't go that way. Oh, you're not an enemy. Aye.
It's been 5 days since we first entered.
Nah, ignore that. Never mind. Hey, nice to see some rangers here. I guess they've started to follow up or something. Ah, I see. There's 2 different ways to get to each destination, depending on what power you took. I get you.
Jesse, hey!
Oh my god, she made it
She
here.
get down here.
She made it!
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape.
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
We have some ID tags for you.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find
I never
anything
left.
noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Okay. Well, I found 3. So I'd need to find 2 more. I guess, if I wanted to do this side quest or whatever.
Director?
Alright. I still have my Discord up. Go figure. Ah, yes. Yeah, I did want to kind of talk about something that was posted in my Discord, but chat seems a bit quiet, so I might save it for another time, to be honest. But I definitely have had a response on what I mentioned during yesterday's stream about the, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue onwards. I don't want to fucking do that. I'm pointing at the thing with a highway. So, let me do that. Thank you. Very good. There we go. Seems to have done it. I mean, I suppose I could talk about it anyway, if you don't mind me for a couple of minutes. There's those toxic geezers. Or geysers again. Wrong weapon. Target down. Oh. Goodbye to you. Health recovery on melee hits. Inferior to one I already possess. Also not really. Oh no, it's gonna whoa. It's gonna blow! I cannot hold it anymore. All that for an orange add-on. We're doing in purples and pinks at this point. You know, purples and pinks. Yeah, I think I'll save my Discord conversation for next time, I think. But that is to say, the stuff I talked about yesterday, Maddock has posted quite a bit on my Discord as some ideas, which I think he's mentioned before when I previously have this, but yeah, it's stuff I'm going to have to read through and think about, but I certainly want to talk about it on stream at some point, for sure. But not this stream, I don't think. Another time. But needless to say, when I said yesterday that I want to try and get better with my rage issues and that mentality, I'm fucking dead serious about that. I'm not going to do what I've done in the past where I've like... I mention it once and then forget about it. I'm fucking serious. By the way, while you're possessed, can you teach me how to float infinitely so I don't have to worry about falling to the ground? What do you mean, no? Yeah, useless sack of shit. Absolute sack of rubbish. Ugh. I'm gonna keep I am going... Oh, God. Anything flying needs to go as soon as possible. There's still something here. Somewhere. Thank you. Appreciate. Oh my god, this is... Yeah, the spawning in this is much better. Feels like these fights had actual design behind them to some extent. Like an actual planned control of what they want in certain rooms instead of it just being... Oh. Can't access that one because I need to destroy the rock. Oh well. Maybe that's where the replay value comes in. You do this DLC with one power, and you go back and do it with the other power. And then you get the other half of the story or whatever. Yeah, I actually kind of like this DLC's combat stylings compared to the first one. You know, it's not just the same spawn logic. It actually has... Well... something going for it. Damage while aiming. Ooh, a slight upgrade. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, other than that, they'll probably need to get rid of oranges at this point because we're on the course of getting better tier upgrades and whatnot. Don't know what anyone else thinks of this so far, but I'm kind of digging this how the DLC is approaching things compared to the first one. I'm not going back into a room and having to fight 3 waves of enemies like in or in parts of the base game. Looks like a fire break's coming up ahead.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Oh. What if I'm... Wow. I go from struggling to kill him to just bam, dead immediately. No question. Complete the ritual in the collapse department. We gotta go back to the tree again, huh?
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
Yep. Get the sniper weapon ready. You take a quick piss. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Thanks to the 3 people currently watching. I assume that's just Depop at this point, maybe. Right. Yep, just Depop, nobody else. Hey Drowkin, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Pretty good, pretty good. A day at work was a bit... tiny bit... right. I was about to try and go over there, but... okay, check the map. Day at work was a bit hectic, but I made it through. I'm enjoying this DLC a bit more. There was one fight that was particularly a bit irksome earlier, but oh, okay, that's pretty good. Damn it, I got the same one again. Already got that one. I'm just gonna give it to that, I think. That's the best. Sorry, energy. You've been replaced by one that gives me 26% more. Again, I've already got you. 18 and 18. Great. But I need more than that. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, I did find a way of cheesing it, so it was a lot less difficult, but... yeah, this DLC has actually got fights that seem to be not just based on spawn triggers, well, going in out of areas and re-triggering spawns like in the base game. There actually seems to be some thought behind the fights here, which is very fucking appreciated, considering that was one of my bugbears of late stage control and the first DLC. To whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes designer Gene Gibbs, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocol offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the firebreak have been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We've explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry? Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out?
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
It's an order, Director.
Hey. I would have asked earlier where you'd get one of these from, but since it followed me through, seemingly. I should have elaborated on that when Pope said as such, as he said, I summoned it here. I only thought about summoning it here, but apparently that summoned it here anyway. So I think there's some time shenanigans going on in this place as well. Kiev, Or 37. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas Bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recording taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. I mean, there was a part of me that was hoping to get through this DLC in one stream, but that seems incredibly unlikely. But as this DLC is proving to be more enjoyable, I'm not actually that bothered about rushing through this so far. Oh, this is where I meant to go. Okay. Get the charged weapon ready. No doubt we're going to need it. No cheese this time, I'm afraid. No cheese at all. Yeah, I know, don't jinx it. Anything could happen, that is very true, but so far, that's why I always say so far, you are now my friend. To go with my other friend. The fun factor of this fight goes down significantly now. I hate dealing with these guys, and there's now multiple of them. Oh. Come here. Get possessed, idiot. You know what? You get possessed too. Yeah. I see how you like dealing with flying enemies that don't get shot too easily, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't feel like...
Fuck me!
I mean, I could try. Let's see. So glad I have these mods from the first DLC, though. Making my shotgun and Pierce much more better to use. No, you don't, jackass. Not done yet. Like that. That was a as I fell pierce shot. You survived. Good job. You get all the cookies. Well done. Wow, look at all that. We had interesting buildings and lots of windows, and there was a friendly person to fight with. sorry, but I already have something that's way better than that. So it doesn't matter too much. I already have that one. Sorry, projectile spread doesn't matter anymore because I have the absolute best thing on this gun ever, so it does not matter a bit. Energy, nope. 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 Source gained per element pickup. Don't care about source speed, to be honest. Well, that's actually better anyway, so all good. So this is part of a shift that took him here. Yep. In fact, I saw so many of those pictures in the base game and just ignored them until I found this discovery. I probably missed like so many hidden rooms. But to be fair, I had to find it out on my own. Wasn't told about it. Nice teleporting there. Are you a power utilitarian? Power utilitarian too? Must be. Look at that! He fucking did what I did. He appeared right next to me. Incredible. Oh no, but unfortunately he seems to have found his weakness. He can't go up here.
Someone call a plumber.
Glad no one was around to hear that.
Oh my god. Damn. Wait, what exactly he's trying to damage me here? Oh, it's you. Right, I think we're... Are we done here? Yeah, there's nothing else here. Oh, that was a nice little section. Wasn't expecting the astral plane to be in the toilets. Computer program. Dear House of Representatives, my husband, Francis, read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbour's son, Jeremy, bought one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he was a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. There's something slightly adorable about that. It's like, I want this technology just to bring back my dead husband. I'm not really too bothered if it costs money to do or anything. I just want him back, damn it. who she's voting for. Can't do anything about that. I need the other power up for that, is the reason why. I need the one that allows you to smash things with oh. Right. I thought that was leading me to another control point, but it's not. Not yet, anyway. Oh no, there is one. It's just a bit further on, I guess. Fair enough. Accuracy, 25%. Let's just get the control point first. No, can't do that just yet. Damn it. I need some more stuff for that. Oh well, can't do anything there either. As simplistic as a thing that is, to some extent, I do like the idea it means that if you want to go back and do this DLC a second time with the other power, you can have a slightly different experience. I guess, for those that want to replay the DLC after.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder with white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. Who is this? Karen? On the air, Karen. Where are you? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
Oh, looks like the America on Night people may have found something a little scary. What a shame my ranger friend disappeared. Also, shift account part 2. Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hard-working staff when they go missing in this place? How many times would we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Stokes says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Oh, is the astral spike those things I've been calling the astral fiends, and I've been naming them the wrong... I've been dead naming them or some shit? Or incorrectly naming them? No, not astral fiends, John. They're astral spikes. As you do.
Altered item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited for safety regulation 18.A.
Okay then. Well, I have a pretty good track record against altered items, so I'll do what I can. I guess.
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
And you just jinxed it. Now it's probably not secure whatsoever. It's probably like the most unsecure thing ever.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
Okay, we gotta get some power cells for this, I guess. Guess we gotta trigger the...
No power. Typical.
Okay, let's... Well, I'm all out of ideas. Oh, in my haste to bush things, I accidentally destroyed one of the exploding things. One moment. Okay. Maybe I can not run into an exploding pit of death this time around. Try that again. Oh, it reset the room. Lovely. No. Oh, no. I'm not placing a single power cord till I see that I have 3 of the damn things in my possession. Can you get the fuck out of my way? God damn. Okay, that's 2. I'm gonna be smart and not do anything until I have all 3 secured and ready. Okay, well I have the power cores, but I can't access the actual... Really? Oh, okay. I see. Alright then. Okay, bye. I go through now.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
You're fired. Wow, this didn't even wait 2 seconds after the altered item was transported to a pier, I guess. Oh, there he is. Flying. Oh wait, it's a suicide bomber. They're annoying, but at least they die once they've exploded. Hey, there's no down there. Why don't you go after your friends? Oh, god damn it. Bye. They're howling now. Well, you can hear the hiss doing their chanting occasionally, but it's probably because there's a lot less of them. And wait, they're still getting around pretty effectively enough when you need to. Shortcut, and another thing I can't access because of the overpower. So, how does it feel to be trapped in an elevator for a while? Not great, huh? Because literally, you were just stuck on there for a while. You got any final thoughts? Halfway freeze! Oh, well. Guess we'll never hear what they had to say. Going down, Mr. Anderson. I watched some clips of The Matrix on YouTube recently, and damn, that film is still good. For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. Hullo, Muti, J melurapt eos iman eco. Quido? Keep quido ut. Pippo herum ilum reg buit 1455. Os Pluton Club. Hech noch 2222. Quiddy willip ulin yen num red blitzum quim ziotien. Zebroni Vogue. See? Please publish this letter and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address even if you can't. Jibbin Rug. Wowie Humbert. I can move around that. Can I? No. Fortunately, that toilet will remain a mystery. Because I also can't do anything there. I need to go down. You are astonishingly good at this language. Well, a fish taught me, serial chewer. It taught me the language of the,
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Oh no. What's this? I remember a few months after it came out, there was a week of free book shows out cinema at 11 PM each night. I found them out all 7 times. The dope fish? Maybe. Oh no, this is going to be an altered challenge, maybe?
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out? Are they shooting movies now?
Probably. What? Suitepee thing starring in Swift platform. What?
After that camera and step on it.
What on earth is this? Oh God. This is
No way am I sharing the spotlight with kids.
oh wait, I should probably use the other gun actually. Oh. Right. Okay, this is interesting section. I was not expecting this. Am I even doing any damage to it? I'm doing something, but it's moving around, but... Oh, there we go. Give me the camera.
Almost had it.
Yeah, you always do, though. Ammo's not a thing in this game. Yeah, you always do in this game, to be fair. But you don't have unlimited shooting ability. Ah! Oh, hi. Where we go? I forgot I could do that now. Let's just get rid of you. Yeah, it works. Yeah, you don't have unlimited. You have unlimited ammo, but you have to reload your weapon if you use it too much. Third act villain. What? Careful. Oh shit, this guy is one of those clowns. Shit, careful. Ow, what the hell? One attack. Ah, fucking hell, I thought he was done. I actually did. He isn't. One, two. Oh, of course, yeah. Well, that's how you ruin the section. You include a guy that can kill you in 3 hits. Of course. And they ruined the section by introducing the worst enemy in the game as a boss. Lovely! Spoilers, no, I'm not redoing that. Let's move on. No, fuck off. You literally had a fun thing going and you ruined it with the final fight. Let's just continue. You made me fight the worst enemy. And I'd have to redo the entire segment just for that fucking one item. Nah. I was doing okay, and then, oops, let's put the most annoying enemy in the game, an area where I have no way of dodging it, and we have to play a very simple thing of 3 hits or die. Ah, you were close. You had a really cool section going, and then you had to fucking ruin it in the usual way by putting in an enemy that's drastically kills you. So, yeah, fun section ruined by that. Moving on. I know, really, for this time, I'm just not going back to that section. I'm kind of done fighting that type of enemy. It's boring. Action Max camera. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from Redacted, Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to AI-80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The packaged camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley belonging to a company called West Pictures. Whether West Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. The following is a list of all known items believed to have been shot by the altered item. Shoot first, die last, unreleased. Coffee bullet. Billy's first car. Bike hard. Delivery disaster. Item was used in the filming of unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident that was often in production. It is believed that West Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. Yeah, it's a shame really. I actually was enjoying that part. It was a cool little thing, but of course they then remembered, wait a minute. We have to put a boss here, I guess. I know. Let's make it the most annoying enemy in the whole game. The one where you die with even less smoke room to move, and you die in 3 hits and go back to the beginning. Wonderful. If there's a way of killing that thing in 1 hit, please, for the love of God, just tell me. I might go back to that later. I can always come back to it if I feel inclined, but honestly, no. I'm sorry, game, but I think I may have played way too many fights against way too many of the enemy where it's all been the same boring fucking goddamn scenario over and over, and I honestly don't care anymore. I might get an overpowered mod or add-on, but you know what? It doesn't matter because after this I'm done. But it will be under control. It's fear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We've tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found was noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something bothers here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over or tear a hallway, but don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were bought here, I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report. You got it. Maybe the pierce weapon doesn't work so well against him, but it doesn't matter. I'm just tired of fighting that enemy. I don't want to see that enemy. No, I'm done. I don't...
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Except if they fly and throw things at you. No, you don't, actually. Don't know shit. Then you have a problem. Oh, good job, Depot.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, Orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
So she doesn't have an HRA. Oh gee, I wonder if she'll be a boss at some point. Oh, I just realised if I die here, I go
Another etching.
I go quite a bit further back. Unless, yeah, another etching, but I've got another. Before I even touch that, I want to maybe have some assurances that a death here by whatever happens might not set me back. Or, you know, try to find a shorter checkpoint or something, if there is one available. Just have a see if there is anything. There's a box. That seems to be it. Alright, I guess we have to go do it. Yeah, and just to be clear, this is not me as an example of being... Oh my god, I'm so sick of fighting you. Can you just die for once? Like... No. You did. Good. Good riddance. This is me having had to deal with them for, like... Let's see, we're 45 hours into the game, and I've had to deal with that kind of annoying enemy for about way too long into the game. So, the fact that the game has a cool section and ruins it with that enemy type, yeah, I think that's perfectly justified to be annoyed at it, just a little bit. Listen, hurry, meet. No. Do not have good feeling, I tell you. There you go. I think. Progress jolly good, but 2 holes lollipops are left to...
Hello? Board, are you there?
Danger, director board broken, deeper, understand? Tool of a new forbidden board. Given format yours necessary, go.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Wait, I'm back here?
Wait, what? We are back here. So format trying to use should, can, better not be here, director.
Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball.
The other tool / weapon is forbidden. Former it adrift is trying to mislead you.
Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
Oh, so hang on, I do get to do the other side of the coin? The plot thickens, I guess. Hey, Electro Flame, Happy New Year to you. Ah, so now I can do the other. Oh. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction. Do not be ignorant / fake. You are being reckless / disobedient.
I don't like you deciding what I can / can't have.
Wow, it's been a while that I have seen this game again. Oh. So, you get both options in the end. I thought this was like a 50-50 thing that allows you to replay it, but fair enough. Oh, that was close. I fell off the bloody ledge there. Somehow it's reminding you of Sonic Frontiers with the floating cube. You kidding me and mismanaging my stuff now? How dare you? Well, this is the second DLC, Electro Flame. Damn, I have to be a bit patient here. Come on, step onto there for me. That'll do. Done. I would recommend playing this game, Electro Flame. The base game is very good.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
I don't think this DLC will spoil too much of the base game for you, but it's worth playing. Alone, one visitor happy. Tunnel open, grateful. I'll play it after Doom Nova. Just found my first secret map there. Oh, Doom Nova, what's that? Whoa! Hello. Yeah, I fought you twice in the base game. Are you my friend now?
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it?
Void, nothing, egress.
So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Either, both, hungry?
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Right, Panini, former board, Abalone.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be?
Once split, board, blame.
Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for...
Inside Beyond Nail Rescue House, Sun Warning.
Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone?
No.
I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
House Whistle, Nail Leech, Bird Go.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Now we have 2 more areas to get to. Which I guess now I can, since I have the other half of the power. Groovy. And thankfully there was no boss fight or anything, or whatnot, so that was a relief. Most warriors has that feeling that the deaths of me of eternity have made this world. Yeah. Alright. I'm not really, but oh, that sounds so. Hope you're enjoying it, Electra Flame. Hope you're enjoying it. I mean, considering that altered item is also an optional thing, I don't actually have to play it at all, but I don't want to. I can just not bother. Might have been different if this wasn't the finale of everything, but, you know. Yeah. Whee! Bam. I'll take that.
If it isn't my favorite director. The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but...
Yeah, you're right. I've always kind of noticed that. You know, the house do seem a bit odd.
They were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So, what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor. I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
I guess they just struggle to do like mouths or something. Alright. Yay, I can watch large objects now. Okay, I guess now I've done all that, I guess now I just work on seas for however long I get. Since I do actually use it occasionally, I suppose. Can't upgrade that. See if we get anything on the mods. Can't do that because I don't have the things. And moving on. Yeah, the teeth and the mouths are a bit odd. But I have admittingly always kind of spotted that. It is strange. Right. So, gotta research the Canyon Rim and research Site Gamma. I guess it's to do with the... Yeah, these are whatever. Oh, hold up. There's something behind. Well, these areas aren't off limits anymore. though. There was 2 ways here before. Oh, right. It's this, isn't it? Yeah.
Who should I be listening to? Weird entity A or B? Or neither. Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane will break reality on my watch. And worse.
Well, at least it was kind enough to drop the box with me. Told him to see that coming. Damage wow aiming. Oh boy. Well, I guess we gotta complete the ritual here. Astral collision. Yep. Things are getting bad.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Yes. Yes, it does. Where everything. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Were-dogs, were-cats, were-otters, were-butterflies, were-everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John LeMay. Yeah, full scare. Starring quite an obvious fall setup. Must be... Is it? Oh, right. There we go. Oh shit, not high enough. That's alright, I can get over there. Right. Might have to be careful not to get crushed by this thing as it lands on top. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Phew. Thank goodness my levitate is upgraded to max. That's all I will say. There we go.
Plane? That didn't go so well last time.
Good job, team. Nah, you... Really? Yeah, I saw that, but then they weren't... Oh well. I found a solution. That was... more interesting. Until... Wow. I like my way more. And of course, now I have to use a weapon that is... There we go. Manaki Neko statue. Containment procedure unknown. A ceramic beckoning cat figurine, common look object found in Japanese storefront. The following is a list of the items observed older defects. Non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement. Waving its arm. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of AI-48 is unknown. How the item originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in a director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon's cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items had been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents performed redacted tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. Yeah. Why did I do it with maxed out? Oh yeah, you're right, it is batteries. Oh. The astral plane equivalent of battery-powered blocks, I guess. Behold, the battery-powered blocks. Please grab the wedge. Thank you.
Does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
No windows. Are you alright there, buddy? He was kind of... Oh, right. This one's a smart cookie. He phased to avoid falling down the pit. I'm the smart one. Where am I? Only Unix, Linux left. Alright, ignoring that one optional fight, the DLC still remains good so far. I don't want to use my Bye. Are you gonna fall down the pit? You fell down the pit. Oh my god. See ya. He just walked down. Poor zombie. Didn't know any better, I guess. Clonk. Just happily walked off the edge, didn't question it. Just chose to accept their fate. Go, alright, I will walk off this cliff. Ah, I can possess you, which means I can end your fight now, not deal with you. Shit. Oh my god, yes! Get fucking out of this. Bloody. Get out. Away. Shotgun works better on those floating guys, but I can't do that in the optional fight, so do I? Yeah, I'm sorry, I have better than this. Not even using it, but you know. Did I do that correctly? Wait, why is it stuck in there? That one did not actually go in first time. Oh, I see. Oh, you don't. Ah, right. Crystal's written away. Yeah, I just... Yeah, you were right. The stuff behind the pillars. The achievement make on make. Make all the things. Oh, what a guards. do that correctly? Oh no, something fucked up, I think. Where's the cube? Where's the... I don't think the blasted thing went in correctly. But I don't know where it is. Where did my cube go? It's not gone in. But I don't know where it actually is to jam it back. No, it's not jammed in properly. Oh my god, don't tell me I have to fucking redo this section again because of that. Am I gonna have to restart this section because the fucking cube didn't go in correctly one time? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to restart the section because the thing didn't go in the thing one time. I have to go all the way back to re-trigger the block to appear. I think. Oh, fucking hell. How far back do I have to go? Though. To get that block to reappear. It was over there, wasn't it? I think. Oh, it's just the beginning. Oh my god, just die. Or maybe that will... Or maybe that will actually do it. Maybe I could have just done that. That might force a reset of the puzzle. Or whatever. Unless I am just supposed to keep... Oh, hang on. Okay, never mind. I'm the idiot here. I didn't notice there was a section off to the side I could disengage or whatever. I need to go back up. It was done correctly, I think. At least I hope so, anyway. I genuinely thought it hadn't, but it must have done. I guess that's why these appeared, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Okay, so... And it grows back, so there's all that progress. know what? Never mind. I don't need to do that. Okay. Getting there. Glad that's fucking over. Did I mention I don't like fighting that particular enemy? I'm so glad that the shield actually does completely block the drop kick, at least from those pieces of crap. Away! Board-like pyramid. Interesting. Now what? Guess maybe I have to go over there. Yeah, I think this is anywhere I have to head to be fair. I really wish the ground slam didn't take 90% of my energy, because that'd be such a cool thing to do in combat multiple times for mobility, but one use takes all your energy out of you, so you can only do it once. You are my friend now. You will go and be annoying to the enemy. Or whatever. Oh, fuck off. Melee doing 75% damage. Get fucked. Okay. Great. Thank you, gentlemen. It's been real. I think I might make this the last section of the stream tonight. I think. Since I'm not going to be able to... Since I've got another research site and no doubt something else after that. Quite the journey, yeah. Seems like it might take about the same amount of time as... Come on, drop kick me. I have a shield, so you need to like... Can I possess you now? Oh, whatever, just go away. Oh shit, I didn't know you were there. Astral Mimic. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact they possess power-utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its power and natural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist. Or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required? The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the Director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Yeah, don't bring a dropkick to a gunfight. That's good advice. Green. I don't know if you can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong, and it's all green. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get too close. don't want it in. But if you do, no matter what, do not speak to it. Please, I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you to end up here too. I don't know where I've gone. Great. No. Oh wait, you seem preoccupied. That's good. Good. Piss off then. I have no time for any... You know what would be nice if this ability actually did something some of the more often? Let me hit that point blank and I still have to shoot again. I know I've got like less spread on the shotgun, but I'm not sure I'm being that inaccurate with the aim. Anyway, flight over. Ah, the ritual area is finally made accessible. Very good.
Winter day plus 86. There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel. I mean, hid numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. She's always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is, an impotent storm. Father Shade in a cheap suit.
The Northmore story is kind of crazy. God, yes. Please won't possess him so we can do that bullshit to others. Good. There we go.
There's the etching.
Yep, there it is. Let's see what happens this time. Our recent confrontation / yelling was in error. We have decided to determine you may have both tools / upgrades. Only because you are the favorite / current director. But do not wish and speak to former. You are welcome / grateful. Since you're already past it, the NSC power plant of the Bureau that we thought was a nuclear plant is actually the encaged Northmore. The power plant of the Bureau we thought was a nuclear plant is encaged. Encaged? Oh, we have to use both tools to cleanse the lock. Oh, that's why you're suddenly not bothered now, are you? The lock requires you to use both tools, right? That's why you're like this. It's like, ah, shit, I need both tools to get this lock off. Otherwise, it will never get fixed. So you're saying that the power plant in the Bureau is... Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. Right. Ah, right. He shows up on a monitor in the power plant. He has a new form and emits so much power as the power plant, and that's why no one was allowed to open the core. What am I not doing right here? What am I fucking doing wrong here? I'm supposed to put it together. I thought I'd kind of achieved that, but... Fuck you. Just stay together. God damn it. What the hell? I'm So fucking... Jesus fucking Christ.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Yeah, because they realised they needed both of parts of your power to get that lock done. That's why. Without that, they would not be getting that lock off. So, they trapped him in the power plant and he has... Wow.
Overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do. But I've got my intuition. And you.
Health recovery on one shits. No. Nope, I have better than that. I have better than that. I have better than that. I have... Nope, don't need any of that stuff. Dang. That is bonkers. Using the former director as a power source. Oh, I guess that's just to get back to the lock, is it? Oh wait, no, is this probably how I get out? Otherwise I'm stuck in this astral plane for a while. Master the timing, or just go on a train and get an overpowered mod and that problem is gone forever, which is really handy considering it's the best weapon for shield penetration in this game.
I know you'll take care of this, Director. I'm not worried.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, buddy. Oh, wow. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. There you go. There you go, indeed. Okay, so...
The situation's so dire. Why isn't Arish here with us?
All that's left now is research site Gamma Side area. Now, if I had another 2 hours to spare, I would have kept going tonight, but I don't. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I can't really do that. Sees an additional enemy. Or more seas do it. Well, might just save it for that, or whatever. No, actually, no. I think I might be more wanting that, to be honest. Seizing the larger enemies if I'm going to do anything with this thing. I can't even get it because I don't have enough of the resources now. Saves retirement money for attacks, but yeah, your former director somehow became really powerful and you locked him in a power plant. Oh, that thing is actually growing. So, aside from the fact that there's a side quest here to find ID tags, which I'm not doing, and there's the other thing, it's just Gamma, nail, and then see what happens in the conflict after, I guess. Cool.
The situation's so dire. Why isn't Arish here with us?
So one more section to go, and then the nail itself, I guess. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for me this evening. I will definitely say that this DLC is a lot better than the first one. Hey, Pineapple. While I'm not too happy about how that train sequence ended, the rest of the DLC has been pretty okay. Fights actually seem to have a purpose and aren't just spawned in whenever in visiting previous areas. The locations themselves are quite interesting, and it's not just more dark, brutalist building architecture, and it's instead astral plane and caves, which is a nice change up, honestly, at this point. So yeah, I've actually found this DLC to be quite a bit more enjoyable. But it's got more story I'm interested in, I guess. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. So, I won't be streaming tomorrow because it's my co-op night. So, I hope to continue with the DLC and hopefully wrap up the DLC on Saturday evening. Which will then bring my time with Control to a conclusion. I may or may not try that optional fight next time. I'll see how I feel, but I am going to focus on beating the game first, or getting up to the end game point. We'll see how I feel. And I will continue to try to get better at handling the rage element. I'm going to keep mentioning it aloud so that you're all kind of aware I very much mean to continue getting better at it. And not just something I forget to talk about, you know. So, who's streaming? Who to raid? Rocks and Diamonds. Wow, SJX Vow is still playing through Brutish Jam 3. There must be a lot of content. Which is good, obviously, when I get around to that eventually. I guess we'll give 4 Tower Raid this time, I think. He's playing retro stuff. Oh, Rocks and Diamonds, that's what Boulder Dash on the NES is based on, if I remember correctly. That'll be interesting to see the original. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the stream tonight, and I will hopefully catch some of you on the weekend, hopefully on Saturday night, for the more of the DLC and hopefully the conclusion to Control itself. I think some of you have been waiting for Control to be kind of wrapped up for a little bit now, and I hope the second DLC ends on a good note. I'll say that. I hope it ends with a cool little story reveal or whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Have a good night, and as always, take care.